are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people.
Hi, this is Will from Refuse to Be Feeble. When I returned from Italy after losing my kidneys, I remember having a meeting with Dr. Vella. He was my nephrologist. And he sat me down with my then wife and he began to talk about transplant. And he said, if you have a transplant, these are the things that will happen to you. And he told me, you will become diabetic. And he began to tell me all the things and numbering about what would happen to my body. I remember sitting there in shock. And I remember turning and saying, I don't think I want a transplant. He got up from his desk, he walked around and he kneeled right in front of me and he said, yes, you do. Because even though these things will probably happen to you, you'll be strong enough to handle it. That's why I always tell people about being stronger than the affliction. And what do I mean by that? The Apostle Paul would go around and God would have him healing people. He would do things. He raised people from the dead and he healed sickness. But the Bible said that he had a thorn. He had an affliction, which means he had some type of disease, disability. We don't know what it is. And during this, he tried to bargain with God. God, if you take this away from me, look at how much more I could do for you, how I can help more people. And then why is it that here I'm helping people in your name and I can't heal myself? And God said to him, my grace is sufficient, because through your sickness and your disabilities, the things that I'm having you to do are glorifying me. And what he's saying is, and I take this and I always tell others that I see myself in that situation. I have been blind. I've had cancer. I've had 2 transplants. I've had bilateral quad tears, bicep tears, inner pec tears. I've had CMV 3 times where I was on valganciclovir for over a year at each time. I have osteoporosis, you name it, I have it. And I'm not going into the multiple surgeries, but here's the one thing. When people come in and they complain and they say things, I can say, you know what? You can get through this because I'm talking from experience. One of my clients just recently, about 2 weeks ago, had a stroke. And during this, it hit her right side. And so her left side was ended up paralyzed. And so going in to visit her and telling her we're going to work, this is going to come back, and she is making progress. She said to me, I know I can make it because this is nothing compared to what you've been through. And so it hit me, and that's why I always tell people, if I could go back in time and remove the things that happened to me, I wouldn't, because in doing so, I wouldn't have a testimony. If I was totally healthy and come in and tell people, oh, you can do this, it's no problem. I can't really say that with affirmation because I don't know what they've gone through. So if you come in and you're going through dialysis and you say, Will, you don't know what it's like. Oh, yes, I do. If you had a bilateral quad tear, Will, you don't know what this is like. Yes, I do. I've done this multiple times. You can get back. You become a testimony for the person. And so I challenge all of you who are doing well on dialysis, who are doing well post-transplant, be like the Apostle Paul and go out there and heal people. Now, you may not be training them the way I do, but you can heal them through your words, through words of encouragement, to sit there and say, look at me, I did it, so can you. So for those of you who are out there who are going through these things, listen to me. I've been there many a times. I fought in many of those battles. Lost some, won a lot. But in the end, if you win the war, you'll be healthy and feeling great and stronger than the affliction. This is Will.
We are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble.